somebody told me when I was a young man, I might have been about 13 years old, and this guy on the corner said, "You ain't no hood nigga if you never got head from a crackhead."
Mm.
And I was like, wow. So I took that with me. So I always said, hey, I'm not a hood nigga.
Yeah, no.
And that's when Aaron became white.
Bro, that was the day, bro. That was the day. I was like, I'm gonna hit up my white homies, bro. I don't want to be a hood nigga, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, from a crack tooth, but not,
Yeah, not a crackhead.
Crackhead is crazy.
That's what I was telling Aaron. I mean, how messed up is it that I know she had just bought a Cadillac, brand new Cadillac, and she's still smoking meth.
We're here.
Yeah, it's nice to see you here.
I'm so surprised. I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. Like, I see you here, you're here, and it's like, wow. And he's like semi on time. It's like, it's crazy.
That's the beautiful part of it too, is because Eugene is
I'm only showing up because y'all's blowing up.
But yeah, I mean, this man is like, he's an amazing individual, dude. You know what I mean? As a person, but I mean, like, who is he media wise?
Like, you see what he said, right? He may sound like he's a white guy, but he's a nigga. This guy's a nigga.
Speaking of nigga, man, with y'all about to, start, getting that paper, man. Look at Aaron's ass, bro. All manicured and shit.
He looks really good.
Man,
I'm just, I was in my caveman state for a bit, so I had
this man getting ready for spring cleaning, you nasty freak. I swear.
If I liked guys, who knows?
Like, Blake always look good, but I see you,
I
dog.
appreciate you.
I salute you, player.
I always can count on Eugene to butter me up when I go out. It's like, if I ever needed to pick me up,
buttery pecan drink you got me drinking. Ooh,
might be because of that, but no, truly. Anytime I go out, it's like I feel like truly like to give me a little boost. That's beautiful. Well, a beautiful thing.
I'm glad to be here, man. Glad for the invitation.
Thank you for coming out. Yeah.
So I have a question for you, big dog. I do have a question. Meek Mill. Oh God. What's up?
I honestly think that everything has an expiration.
Did Diddy do Meek Mill?
Absolutely.
Oh, that's crazy. Absolutely. Okay, we're here. We're here.
Absolutely.
Yo. If you didn't know we were here, we're here. Okay.
That's what happened?
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's the whole R. Kelly. It's the whole R. Kelly. It's the whole R. Kelly effect.
Yo, he said, Meek Mill said, hey, please forgive me for what me and Diddy did.
I mean,
in the song, bro. That's
how they dressed alike.
That's how you open up the song.
Where they dressed in the same outfit.
Yo, it's a video.
And
in the same outfit.
This all had to do with Daniel Peck as well and Drake Bell?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Oh, okay.
Relax, big dog. Like, just relax, right? Just chill out. Just relax, big dog.
Just try to throw white people up in there. I swear to God.
What do you mean,
no, man.
That's what I thought. This had an effect.
No, man.
I thought Diddy, because Diddy got a hold of Justin, so maybe he got a hold of Drake Bell too.
So no.
No.
Yeah, his ass just got hit.
With what? Charges?
Hit with a Diddy. Hit with Love. Mr. Love, whatever he's calling himself now.
So if you don't know, right?
This man changed his name
Pop Smoke?
a couple times. The last iteration of his name was Love.
Yeah.
Love. Hey, Ron.
He was spreading a lot of love, huh?
Well, wasn't he
love?
A lot of love,
Puff Daddy
huh?
before? He was Puff Daddy?
Puff Daddy?
That's
crazy.
Before he was P. Diddy?
Yeah, Puff Daddy, Puffy,
it was
P.
Puff
Diddy,
Daddy, right?
Yeah. I ain't gonna hold you. That's crazy as fuck. Puff Daddy crazy.
Love.
Hey, I'm not gonna hold you, man. Hey,
obviously this is all
this is what
allegedly.
Happened. So here's what happened.
Oh, this is really what happened.
This is really what happened.
Oh, okay. So this is really what happened.
There was a document that came out that said Diddy was having sexual relations with a Philadelphia-based rapper that dated Nicki Minaj.
As well as
and this was an inside source.
A performer who just recently headlined the Super Bowl. Usher, which obviously Usher lived with Diddy when he was a young.
So that means they
boy.
all have herpes then.
Right. So if anybody essentially can entangle your boy Justin Bieber, it would be
Puff.
Usher. No, it would be Usher. It would be Usher.
So he's dancing on women when he's singing with them, and he's also dancing on Justin Bieber. Gotcha.
That's crazy. That's it's a circle. a donut, if you will.
It's an effect, right. It's like, student becomes teacher,
right, and then
type
master,
of right, and it's
allows student to take over. Gotcha. It's Kung Fu
over
Panda
and
all
over and
again.
over again, right? But honestly, I just think that the time that it is,
Yeah,
it's just like I feel like enough time has gone by where a black man, in Hollywood,
yeah.
can they're like, it's time to, what, like we got the Jeffrey Epstein, we got the
Why does everything though?
The producer,
Yeah.
Weinstein.
Weinstein.
It's been a while, right? Bill Cosby
The
ended up
Dr.
getting
Fauci.
out, so that didn't hold. They're like, fuck, man, we thought, who, boom. They, they try to get the Marvel guy. Right, the Jonathan Majors, got him,
I was thinking Tony
honestly,
Stark,
Majors kind of, I say muscled up because he pulled one of the finest woman in the world, other than Sylviana Baccarelli, of course,
right?
But Megan Good. Listen,
I'm curious to know though that why does everything
listen,
that like
doesn't
came
seem
out
like too much of a loss, what I'm saying, to me in the end of it. But in all honesty, I think it was just there was too much time that went by where they're like, listen, man, we got to get a black we and I think that this is they got R. Kelly, right? Too much time has gone past, too much time, but people
I'm curious, but wait, I'm curious. Why every single time we see a situation where, and I mean, we're talking within what 15, 20 years. Why every time we see a situation where somebody is like signing somebody else or taking somebody under their wing, it's always got to be some sexual shit?
That's always some sexual shit.
Right? That's just the way.
And I'm gonna be honest with you. R. Kelly was parked outside of Kenwood High School, waiting on underage girls, bro. That's what the nigga was doing, bro.
And guess what? Everybody knew. Everybody knew what was going on, and we're letting it go on because he's R. Kelly.
But why?
For 15, 20 years, bro, this man was sitting outside of Kenwood Academy, bro, in Hyde Park. So that's what I'm saying, bro. Like when you can do, this is why what I said about Chris Brown. When you can do something really well, as long as you can do that thing, as long as you keep producing,
people will let you capitalize on.
People will let you do whatever the fuck you want.
Now I heard Chris Brown's actually one of the realest motherfuckers because Diddy tried to sign Chris Brown, but Chris Brown had heard, early like woody, because Chris Brown Chris Brown Nick.
Well, yeah, I mean Chris Brown, Chris Brown is a real tough guy, bro. Bro, that man is.
He beat the shit out of Usher recently, right?
Yeah, listen, yeah. But he got away.
Usher did?
No, Chris Brown.
Oh.
Chris Brown wakes up in the morning, bro, does his first two lines, finds the girl that he slept next to, whoops her ass, and then he starts singing and dancing, bro. It's a superpower. It's like how he charges up, bro. You know how Iron Man, bro.
That's his Super Saiyan, right? He goes Super Saiyan, right? This nigga.
The music video.
You know how in the porn industry they got the buffers, like the people who service you to get your heart, like.
So where he takes that line, he beats up his girl. He's ready to go, bro. He's doing flips and shit, bro. Break dancing, bro. The nigga's amazing, bro.
Listen, you said it, not me, but
that Lil Dicky video with Chris Brown.
Yo, my kids love that goddamn song. My kids love that goddamn song, dude. My kids love that song.
You know what Lil Dicky did, bro? Too the thing that made him most happy. They couldn't put it in a video. But he got to beat his girlfriend ass, bro. He was so happy, bro. He was like, I'm Chris Brown. This is what I do. He got to whoop her ass, bro. All those times she told him to put the toilet seat down, he thought about that when he was like, I'm being Chris Brown. It's just for music and shit. Whooped her ass, bro. Unfortunately.
He's a little crazy.
Unfortunately. Let's just throw that out there.
Still coming out with music, but we all know that like his show Dave is bigger than his actual.
But he's quitting the show.
Right, to pursue the music.
Oh, he did.
Right, but what I'm saying is that like I
didn't know that. I kind of fell off the show a little bit.
But I know because it got super.
Well,
erotic.
Not even that. It just the first season was great.
Yeah,
phenomenal.
Well, I can tell you that Aaron could not watch more than like maybe 20 minutes of the episode without like getting completely like freaked out and not watching. No, he would literally shut down. He
turned this shit on, and they had the whole episode was him rapping a song about how he was giving consensual head in prison, and I was like, yeah, bro, I'm cool. I have better things to do. I have better things to watch, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I'm cool.
Producers behind the show, if the producers behind the show are pushing his music, right? Are pushing his music.
They would never do that. Go ahead.
What are you talking about? While he was on the show, they were pushing his music. The producers on the show, because of the show, to get ratings for the show. So what I'm saying is now that he's going on him, now he's going on his own.
Yeah.
For his own music career.
Because they weren't pushing his music genuinely.
But who is going to be pushing him now? Because his music is not that good.
No, it's not.
I think the first couple songs
it's not that good. I think it's just there's no lane.
There's no niche for that shit.
Lane to be the next Weird Al Yankovic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's just not like. Unfortunately, lyrically, the boy's bad, but.
Lyrically, yes.
Lyrically, the boy's bad.
But I mean, a dictionary is a dictionary.
If they were really pushing his music, though, he would be bigger because the show was very successful.
Right. But there's nothing that they can push.
No. See, here's the thing, though, is that they were pushing his music because his music videos have views.
The image.
They have views, so they have to be pushing it.
If that was the case, after his Shady 45, his the freestyle that he did,
that was dope.
Then they would have been like, all right, let's get him an album.
They also put him on there with the most whack rappers out there right now. The motherfucker that sang Panda.
Designer's not bad. I mean,
stop, please.
If they were actually, what I'm telling you is, if they were actually pushing his music, then he would still be doing the show. But the reason he's not doing the show anymore is because they weren't pushing his music. Yeah. So now he
had to have gotten some sort of charisma from somewhere. So what I'm saying is that the numbers had to have been decent enough on his music videos in order for him to want to pursue this on his own. But I'm saying who is now going to be promoting that but himself is what I'm saying, because he doesn't have a label backing him with this now. That's all I'm saying.
With the show,
but the show is not existing.
He's signed to a label.
He is signed to a label? Sure he's signed to a label. But what I'm saying, if he's not signed to a label,
the success of the show is now going to allow him to be able to now he's been able to I feel like carve out enough of
do you think that his music career
fan base compared to what he did before Dave?
Do you think that his music career is going to be the same though, because there's not something like backing him?
No.
That's what I'm saying. It's going to tank.
No, I think it's gonna. No.
He's signed to an independent.
No. He'll be.
He's signed to nothing.
I think he'll be fine.
He's independent.
I think he'll be fine.
That's what I'm saying.
And especially with the little Mabus coming out and stuff like that.
But Lil Mabu is okay. Lil Mabu is a whole different story. He's setting himself up and putting himself in plays with people that he's able to put himself in play with in order to get him to where he's getting.
Same thing, but
Lil Dicky did the same thing, but now is he independent?
He's been signed to them his whole time.
Commission music. That's an independent. Okay,
that's been where he's been signed since he's.
So that's who's backing him. That's who's promoting him. Yeah. So now he see. That's what I'm saying though, is that there had to have been enough clout in order for him to be like, okay, I'm gonna move on and start doing something by myself, because the music is not good enough for him to go mainstream.
Maybe just at the end of the day, he's like, I didn't get into this to be an actor, I got into this to do my music, whatever the hell it is,
which is funny because the actor part was way better than the music.
Absolutely, it was, bro. He's a better actor than a musician, and that's because the funny shit doesn't really the funny shit doesn't translate on music as much as it used to. When that was Lonely Island was a thing and it was funny because
but at the time.
No, it was funny at the time because that was the only shit like it. We had never
if you go back and watch that now, it's awful. It's awful and almost borderline
that
crazy.
Was considered oh my god,
shit.
Extreme, you listen to right nowadays,
so good.
That's what I'm saying. People make parody music all the time, so that's why it won't be the same. But at the same time, I mean, him as an actor, it seemed like he was doing well, and
way better than the music career, and that's why I mean, I don't know. I'm not the only person that thinks it. That's for sure.
And maybe he does. Maybe him getting out of the whole Dave will allow him to be able to maybe be considered for more serious roles. Maybe he wants to do some serious role. Yeah, like how can you do a serious role and you fucking you're talking about consensual jailhead? You know what I'm saying?
Ridiculous. Oh, you know who's actually a really good rapper actor? Jack Harlow.
Why?
Because he did. What is that?
He just played himself though in White Man Can't. He just played himself.
Yeah. Like I disagree.
Like I feel like that is Jack Harlow. You know what I'm saying?
And we can say that. And I'm not saying that I agree with Aaron, but I'm also saying that when it comes down to it, every single person that's been like iconic for the like acting industry has always played themselves in every single movie.
I would like to see another movie with him.
Think about Denzel. You know what I'm saying? You could damn near, with a few exceptions, damn near take every Denzel Washington character and put him in every movie, and not much changes.
Right. What about Ryan Reynolds?
Yeah, same shit.
Ryan Reynolds. Yeah.
What about Adam Sandler?
Damn near same shit.
Be serious. His character. No, his character. We're not talking
the likable loser.
We're not. We're not talking about Uncut Gem and Hotel Transylvania. We're not. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about every other movie.
I think Transylvania is the likable loser too. Dracula is a likable loser.
I'm not saying they're bad. I'm just saying
that's a great movie.
Transylvania is his best movie since fucking. Like, I don't know, a long ass fucking time.
Into the Spider. Have you guys seen that on Netflix yet?
Oh no, but I was so I was gonna watch that last night, but then I decided not to because it was just a drama. I was not.
And I have arachnophobia. I don't like.
This man thinks Adam Sandler's like the greatest actor of our generation and shit.
I don't think he's the greatest actor of our generation, but I do think that he is probably one of the most iconic.
But I think that Hotel Transylvania
is not.
I mean, it's one of his better, but I mean, it's not the best. Exactly, the best is Happy Gilmore, bro.
Yeah. That's his best since Happy Gilmore, though. Damn near. Like I'll give you Uncut Gems, but besides Uncut Gems, Hotel Transylvania is number 2, bro.
So name a song by
the one
Drake
that he did
back in the day.
With not Chris Rock, the one with the Lean on Me, or where he played the dude who lost his wife and his kid.
What?
It's like his first serious movie.
Click?
No. It's called Rain on Me.
Never seen it.
Yeah. No, that's a serious one. Like that's super sad. Yeah, I think it's
Don
Cheadle plays the best friend in it.
From Drake, back in the day. Take a song from Drake. What song would that be? That you just is hands down the best.
The best Drake song from back in the day. But just like Sooner Than Later.
The Ride.
Okay, because it doesn't really matter what you choose. Now, at this point, do you think that Drake has done a song better than that?
Yeah. Well, yeah, but I mean, it's hard. It's hard to compare it. It's hard to compare it just because I feel like
what I'm saying though
with like an artist like Drake, he's been able to like over time make like what's popular, right? So I can't compare the one that he did with J. Cole last year to Sooner Than Later back in the day, right?
Right. So what I'm saying is that obviously adapting and evolving, yes, obviously adapting and evolving, correct. But what I'm saying though is that song that you guys thought that back in the day, maybe 10, 15 years ago, maybe less, was the shit. Do you think that like for face value, without going into the micro details, do you think that he has trumped that song? And I'm only saying that because so he has.
Absolutely.
In that sense, yeah.
I mean, if you want to say, has he made a better album?
I only mean that by in comparison to Adam Sandler. I mean, he made amazing movies back in the day, and the comedy has changed, and now he's went into different.
If you ask me, did he ever make a better album since Take Care? Probably not. But then I could argue that like, one of his newer shit is better. Welcome again to another edition of IsoSports. I'm your host, Kid Iso, and this is just a part of the show where I break down the popular sports stories and I give you my opinion on it. Today, we're talking about the NBA Finals. And in my opinion, the Denver Nuggets are winning the NBA Finals. And I don't think it will be that hard of a path. Barring injuries, nobody can beat this team 4 times in 2 weeks. even when their best players play bad, at the end of games, they're still in it until the last minute of the games. They have had 2 losses since the All-Star break. One, buzzer beater loss to the Mavs with Kyrie doing an amazing hook shot from mid-range, one-handed, and a loss to Phoenix in overtime. Another game where Jokic, I think, had 6 turnovers and didn't play well. But again, they got to overtime. And the reason why they stay in games and the reason why I believe they won't be beat is because when games get tight, when palms get sweaty, at the end of games, they play better. This team is almost unbeatable in close games because of their excellent team play on both sides of the ball. Every guy has a role, they play it perfectly, and this team fits together as a well-oiled, cohesive unit. The two-man game between Jokic and Murray, both as screeners and ball handlers. Athletic big Aaron Gordon slashing, cutting, offensive rebounding. MPJ and KCP moving without the ball. Their ability to shoot from the perimeter and their ability to attack closeouts when that help comes when they're about to shoot. Defensively, you also have a really big starting 5 with some good athletes, a few good defenders, and a team that just communicates, switches well, and is always able to get key stops down the stretch of games. Now, just watching them, you have that feeling that when the game gets tight, they get better. But if you look at the numbers, they have some of the best clutch numbers of any NBA team of all time. On both offense and defense, they seem to have a counter for everything they come across, and they learn from each possession and are able to implement that in the next possession to be better. And I mean, their only flaw really is probably a consistent bench, right? The bench is not that great. But come playoff time, I think that matters less because, again, your rotations are going to get tighter and your best players are going to be on the floor more. And what about that other team, that team in the East, the Boston Celtics? That's who I have matching up with the Nuggets in the NBA Finals this year. And I don't think they have a chance in hell in beating them. Okay? And both meetings this year, the Nuggets have prevailed, and everybody's been healthy for both games. But what this has proven really to me is that the Nuggets can exploit the Celtics' biggest flaws. Lack of execution down the stretch. Now let's talk about the Celtics. The Celtics have been dominant from start to finish, and they've been rolling. And when they get rolling, it's very hard to stop them. The perimeter shooting, right? You have the new additions of Jrue Holiday and Porzingis to a team that already was in the Eastern Conference Finals last year, and it's been in the Eastern Conference Finals, I believe, 3 out of the last 4 years, right? Now you added Jrue Holiday and you added Porzingis, and they've worked perfectly, and they've been a perfect fit in this team. And you have to give a lot of credit to Joe Mazzulla, the coach. Him understanding where to implement certain players, his understanding of how when you try to use a smaller guy to guard Porzingis, he's going to start posting him up so Porzingis can abuse him, right? You have your 2 defensive guards, stellar on both offense and defense, and Derek White, Jrue Holiday. You have your 2 talented two-way wings, obviously, Jason Tatum, who is a superstar, a top 7 to 10 player in the NBA, at the very least, and a big, obviously, in Porzingis that can stretch the floor, post up, and protect the rim. Not to mention, maybe once or twice a series, you can count on Al Horford to have a really good game. But their issue is that I just don't trust them down the stretch. A lot of their signature wins this year have been just absolute blowouts and beatings of really good teams. And that's very impressive. But in the playoffs, in the finals, there's not going to be a lot of those blowout games. And do you really trust Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown down the stretch of games? Because the issue is the way that the Celtics play, one, by shooting and attempting so many threes, it puts you in a situation where if you're hot, yeah, you're going to knock down the threes. But if you're cold, they don't go to their second option. Sometimes you're sitting and you're watching the Celtics and you say, man, Jason Tatum looks like one of the bigger guys on the floor. Why is he not attacking the basket? He's settling for jumpers. You watch Jaylen Brown and you remember that he can't dribble with his left hand. And I'm thinking that they can still beat any team in the East just by talent alone. But when you play a team like the Denver Nuggets, who excels when the game gets to the end of games, and also another thing that the Boston Celtics don't do, they don't run enough plays where their two best players are in actions with each other. Whereas you look at the Nuggets and Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic, their whole offense is built around that two-man game and what they do together. There's way too many possessions where you just see Jaylen Brown or Jason Tatum isolating, and the other one is just standing in the corner, not having anything to do with the play at all. And in close games and in the playoffs, when you're playing better competition, you want the ball in your best player's hands. So, with that being said, it's very obvious. I think the Nuggets are going to go back-to-back, and unless something crazy happens in this next offseason, they probably are going to win 3 in a row. That's been IsoSports, guys. Thanks. So I'm against hand jobs. Let's just start that off. That shit is petty. It's childish. It's fucking foolish. Like, if a bitch ever offers...
Something must have happened.
Yeah.
No, nothing happened. I can jerk my dick better than any bitch can jerk my dick.
Yeah,
this is
the
true.
fuck I need their help
true.
for.
Yeah.
If she wants to do something for me, give me some head, be a fucking woman, be an adult. That's what adults do. They give each other head.
If I'm going for a hand job, though, I think I'm going for a nice, slow, dry one. Nothing wet. I don't want to get any bacterial infections.
Interesting. Wow. That's
I can't even comprehend what I just heard.
I mean, honestly,
a dry handy. So dry or wet handy for you, Eugene?
You know, I'm gonna get right to the kind of business type of guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I don't need the handy. I don't need the blowy. I mean, it's nice.
It's not. Oh, you're the type the turnaround bitch type. Bend over. Yeah.
You know,
what did Drake say? Baby, turn around, forget the missionary.
What's the
yeah, I'm just to let you know what. Let's.
Is there lust in that?
He said, "Pound town." Look up. Look what's over his head.
You say, "Welcome to Pound Town."
Pound town, just left Pound town.
Yeah, my pussy pink and my booty hole brown.
Man, dude, hey man, don't make me start playing some Sexy Red in this bitch.
No, like, I'm a giver. You know what I'm saying?
Just not a receiver.
Just, like, I don't even like massages.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you say you're a pleaser. I got it, man.
It's too erotic.
I don't even like massages.
I'm telling you, bro, this man be just, he an eater out here, bro.
So,
what did Ice Spice say?
Munch. Wow.
I recently told a girl that I was like, hey man, like, I like to put my mouth on a shorty, man. I'm a munch out here.
I mean, back in the day when I was, roaming the plains
as
the lion I am, I was.
So you're thinking more BDSM then?
I mean, you can't just be putting your mouth on, just any set of lips, near the hips that you desire.
You know what though? You got
usually the hotter ones are the ones too that
Really? Do they stink?
They stink. They don't wash their pussy, bro. That's crazy.
Never had that experience.
So I just feel like get with the ugly girl.
Get with an ugly girl?
Yeah, get with the ugly
girl. I've had
girl.
opportunities.
Yeah.
just never took the cake.
I feel like those are the ones that like you know like they're trying like they like oh like what if I meet the one who like can see through.
So it's the ugly girls that give it to you nasty
through you know the cover the cover of the book you know even though the you know the or that can,
I like the girls that like when they have makeup on they're like a 12.5 and then when they take their makeup off they're like a 2.
Nah, man. Have you seen? I'm sure you have, because I know you're a freaking professor when it comes to like the TikTok and the social media shorts and
He's
shit.
a connoisseur.
No, I was so scared he was gonna say some wild shit, bro.
Savant.
Women that I like watch this podcast.
But no, man, the ones where they're like, looks like maybe ex-crack addicts, you know, whatever, and they're literally like putting on like putting tape on their eyes and shit like that and their chins and making themselves look, you know, amazing as hell. Like, fuck.
I really want to get one of those girls
like, you know, like
have tattoos on their face.
Like somebody told me when I was a young man, I might have been about 13 years old, and this guy on the corner said, "You ain't no hood nigga if you never got head from a crackhead." And I was like, wow. So I took that with me. So I always said, hey, I'm not a hood nigga.
Yeah, no.
And that's when Aaron became white.
Bro, that was the day, bro. That was the day. I was like, you know, I'm gonna hit up my white homies, bro. I don't want to be a hood nigga, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, from a crack tooth, but not, you know,
not a crackhead.
Crackhead is crazy.
That's what I was telling Aaron. I mean, how messed up is it that I know somebody she had just bought a Cadillac, brand new Cadillac, and she's still smoking meth.
Still smoking meth. Crazy. Insane. Caddy. Meth head. How does that add up? It doesn't. We don't know.
I mean, you know, when you do meth, usually you kind of like, does it speed you up, right? That's the shit that like makes you go crazy, right?
Yeah.
I've
heard
like a lower bath
I've heard
salt.
that smoking crack and then smoking meth and then doing heroin is like a speedball. That's what I've heard.
Don't you die? Like that sounds like death.
That sounds like death. It does not sound like a speedball. It sounds like death.
Like what the like?
Sounds like death.
He said
You just always just like have to like imagine and think like mentally, like where you have to be mentally. Like it scares me because I mean,
in order to think
like,
that's okay.
I like thought that I've gone to like dark places, like mentally, like nah, like that's some dark shit, man. Like you know what? I'm gonna mix all three.
Yeah.
Of the baddest substances.
Yeah.
Known to man.
All three.
And put it together.
It's like the Holy Trinity.
And get high for
20 seconds.
Right.
So of all those three drugs, which one would Jesus be?
DMT.
Yeah. So let's talk about it. And I would love to hear Aaron's viewpoint just because it's about his ex-quarterback, the ayahuasca craze that's going around. I know you've been reading about it, and you know you got your eye to the sports.
A lot of people are doing drugs.
I couldn't wait to get here and ask you about this. Like,
I mean, how many people ayahuasca and Aaron Rodgers doing
like
drugs?
Where you're gonna like want to try it? Like
ayahuasca?
Yeah.
Fuck no.
Do you want to be judged by God? Like,
I'm cool.
Drugs are bad. Okay.
I mean, drugs are bad, man.
Drugs are okay.
You know, like it's cool to like. You know, go on the psychedelic craze and everything. And if like your mind can handle it, by all means, do the ayahuasca. Just me personally, I think I'm cool. But I mean, again, some people are averse to doing acid. They say, yo, that shit, I'm really scared I do some acid. I might be fucked up forever. You know what I mean? Some people are saying like, I'm scared of shrooms. Like I seen
some people even say that about weed too, man. Like, oh.
So that's what I'm saying. So like, for me, like, there's this one girl that said she just gets instantly wet when she smokes weed. Like, she gets high, she gets wet. And I was like, that's crazy.
Sounds like a keeper.
Anyway,
I love an angel just passed. That pause. That's what they say back in the day. An angel just passed. If there's a long pause.
Yeah, or a gay baby was born.
You know.
Ayahuasca. I mean, if you can handle it, then by all means, if it helps open up whatever it needs to open up for you, you know. I mean, motherfuckers are doing the darkness retreats and all that good shit.
Right. The the safety, I forget what team he's on now because he was just let go from the Buffalo Bills and picked up by somebody. Dog, he was recorded the whole thing. I kind of want to watch. Like, yeah.
I mean, hey, Aaron Rodgers took some ayahuasca and won a fucking MVP. So, I mean, you know what? Hey, he was winning games. He was dicing up the league.
Right.
I can't really argue with the results at that point.
Right.
Like
Chad Johnson taking Viagra, before every game, playing hard as hell,
Why?
I mean, huh?
Why?
It said it helped him play hard as hell.
Play hard as hell. All puns intended.
Yeah, clearly.
For real,
clearly, yeah, he did. He played hard as hell.
Dude, whatever it helps you. If it helps this man to wear that stupid ass hat and he comes in here and does his fucking job, dude, I don't care. He can look like a fucking goofy all he wants to, bro.
Right. So if it helps this man wear a dumbass Naruto shirt and a stupid ass fucking chain.
I mean, wow. I can't
bro,
even. I'm afraid to leave y'all two with each other, man.
Honestly, bro, fucking no,
Honestly.
it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Ayahuasca though, hold on. Ayahuasca though, man, I don't know if I'm doing that. I know for a fact that with acid, the big thing that I have with acid and even shrooms for that matter is that I've realized that in my life I'm not able to do things that I'm unable to control.
Oh.
And when it comes to acid and shrooms and stuff like that, the older I get, the harder it is to control. So it's because my brain is so wired in general to think a certain way, and I'm not adapt to change anymore. So it's now that shit's a no-go. So ayahuasca, having to fucking throw up and do all that extra shit. I'm good on that.
Right. It sounds real intriguing until the whole throwing up and being judged and hearing all the bad shit about yourself.
If you've ever done that's you're gonna puke off that shit.
I remember, this one time, I puked straight off my back.
Every single time I've taken it, it's I'm hold on, and then I'm good.
Yeah, no, a good throw up middle when you're drunk or high, a good throw up resets the table.
I think that's the difference.
Puke and rally.
Sets the table, bro. Sets the table back, man. Resets it. I mean,
I think that's the difference between men and women when you get fucked up, though. Honestly, because a woman will sit there and they'll throw up right there on the dance floor and they'll continue to dance. They'll throw up right there on their partner and they'll continue to try to drink. When a guy is about to throw up, bro, you're taking your homie, you're taking your other homie, and you're ditching this popsicle stand. You're going to the next fucking one, and you're gonna chill somewhere else because you're not gonna be sitting there throwing up with your guys.
Yeah, I'm gonna find me a bathroom, a little corner, something. I'm not gonna be motherfuckers are not gonna see me just
unless I'm blacked out and I can't control it. It's coming out. But I
remember this one time.
Yeah, if I can control it, I'm trying to get somewhere where I can. Yeah. Oof.
Remember this one time we went to this place called The Rave in Milwaukee, and we saw this dubstep artist called Excision, and I'm in the crowd.
Circumcision?
No, Excision.
Oh, okay.
Circumcision?
I thought you said circumcision.
Nah, not as a European. But Excision. This place, this shit was wild, man. I know that I was pretty messed up when we got there already. I was not driving. I was there with a couple of buddies, but ultimately I'm sitting there with one of my buddy's girlfriends and she starts throwing up in the crowd, just starts hurling everywhere. And I'm backing the fuck up because I have no idea what to do in this moment. We got medics rushing through this crowd, bro, to come get her because she's just throwing up on people. And I'm just halfway screwed up. So I'm I don't know if I should laugh or I should be worried. You know what I mean? But, ultimately, don't buy drugs from people at concerts.
Dude, that happened to me at a bar. I was just at the bar. I was at the bar. I just walked in. I'm waiting for the homies and shit. Yeah. Cause they're literally yo, we're parking right now. I'm bet I'm gonna walk in there and get a little spot and shit. I'm sitting there. I just got my first drink, bro. I'm finna take a sip, and this girl's just walking and just yaks all over.
Oh, I remember this.
All over my pants, all over my shoes. And I'm just
But that's your fault. You know why that's your fault? Because you show up everywhere by yourself. This man goes to the bar and he sits down and he watches the game at the bar by himself. That's some fucking weird shit,
that's
Aaron.
Awesome. No, that's
Aaron,
awesome, man. That sounds like a dream. Sounds like
what?
At this age, golfing and just like going to a bar and just sitting there with like a nice
by yourself,
whole glass of fucking beer,
stare at the ladies,
got the cell phone fully charged.
You guys are
a fully
tripping.
charged
You guys
cell
are
phone,
crazy.
bro.
This nigga knows, bro.
Like, maybe like 2 cigarettes.
Oh, all right, the cigarette I'm cool on.
Or something where you can step outside and like
no worries.
Hit the vape. Absolutely.
No worries, guys. No worries.
But just like 2 cigarettes, like boom. Oh yeah, man. That's a dream right there. Just
next time I hang out with y'all, don't worry, man. We'll be sipping on like the millest of lights, and we'll be smoking the polished of malls because you guys are some 60-year-old.
Nobody said anything about any Paul malls.
No, you guys.
And I just said that I was waiting for my people. They were parking.
Eugene, thank you again. Thank you for coming on. Thank you, everybody, for liking, subscribing, commenting, and guys, we're almost at 20K. This is amazing.
Absolutely.
We couldn't do it without you.
No.
And just really want to say thank you from the bottom of our heart, and to keep liking, keep subscribing. Yeah. Eugene, thank you for coming in.
And as a voice of the viewer, right? Because I'm a viewer as well, subscriber as well, man.
We appreciate it. Yes.
We thank y'all, man.